Hey guys, Patrick Johnston, Go Dominican Life here in, of course, Las Terrenas. Today we are giving you an update on Vibe residences. We've been obviously working very hard on Vibe for the last 6 or 8 months. We've done a ton of infrastructure stuff. You've seen all the videos over the last 6 or 8 months on a monthly basis. But as we are now getting completely geared up, we wanted to give you a solid plan of action that is happening from today and moving forward. So I think the first thing we want to talk about is, of course, what everybody wants to talk about, is the overall plan in terms of construction and the lead up to that. And Vincent, our builder partner, is going to talk to you about the community stuff and, of course, the feedback and meetings with the mayor.
So we've been working with the community, trying to help identify how our community could contribute to Las Terrenas and some issues that they've had. And so we've been designing a system with a team of engineers and architects to help with drainage. In the long term, we believe that this will be not only very good for the environment, very good for the community, but also good for the investors of the community in the long-term cost of maintenance of the community. So. In the end, something that was intended to benefit the community is looking like it'll benefit each of the investors in our community as well. So we're very pleased about the results of this effort. We intend to begin construction in the next 2 weeks. We've had some delays waiting for some of the equipment. Steve and I actually went to go visit the manufacturer that's producing the equipment for the construction to begin. Last week we saw it. It was just getting the final touches. They were preparing to put it into the paint booths, get everything painted and finished, ready for delivery. So we anticipate getting the equipment next week, and we anticipate starting excavation to begin the drainage solution, and also for the pools over the next 2 weeks. And in order to construct with the new design, it's important that we build from the outside in because of the footings at the rear of the building. We don't want to undermine them by digging up the pool later on. So we have to start from the retaining walls and the pools and work our way back towards the building. So we are looking forward to getting started in 2 weeks.
And the realistic side of the pool is that, of course, these are all townhomes. If you think about each phase 1 and 2, once we build 12 in front, we can't reach over and finish the pool in the back. It may seem obvious, but I wanted to state the obvious because there's no doubt some of you may say, well, why are you building a pool first? It's just the order of it, how it has to go. The other comment we'll make is that last Friday, we had what we would call in North America a snow day. And here was like a total rain day. And we could stand on our land at Vibe and see the benefits of why we made the caliche as high as we did, because we didn't have a flooding issue. There was the street and other areas around that had major flooding, but that also went away fairly quickly as well. Within a couple of hours, it dissipates and goes on. But this is what Vincent was mentioning and how we're preparing with the mayor and the community so that they're educated as well on what is required, because of course it can't fall entirely on us as one developer when there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 surrounding us that are developing as well. So what we've mentioned in the past videos is that Vincent has met with all of the other developers with the community included, and now, of course, with the mayor. And between all of those meetings and the delays regarding those meetings, at least now we have a clear path that everybody is in agreement. Yeah. So, and that's, here in the Dominican Republic, that can take much longer than you would ever expect it to happen in North America.
Yeah, it's not North American.
So we have to work with the timeframes that are dealt with us. Okay. All right, so we've talked about, the other thing we wanted to mention about that in terms of drainage, moving forward in terms of streets and streetscapes. Vincent, why don't you mention about how the water with the paving stones, et cetera?
Yes, so within the community itself, we're going to have the pavers, excuse me, I apologize. Within the community itself, we're going to have pavers which allow the water to be absorbed into the land, again, trying to minimize the impact on the surrounding communities. We're doing everything we can to reduce impact on the environment and to the surrounding community. I apologize. So,
Just keeping it real.
keeping it real. Phone rings a lot here. So again, paving solution, which will help manage the drainage whenever there's rainfall or anything like that.
Okay, perfect. The other thing we're going to talk about now is a general update on the commercial section. When we first launched the project, you'll remember when each of you purchased, we had 2 commercial lots in the front of the entrance of Vibe, and we had initially had a design in mind, but we hadn't fully walked through the design. But I think between now, with Vincent and Stephen, why don't you guys talk about what the design conceptually looks like in terms of features and benefits, and then we'll give more of an update.
Yeah, sure. What I've seen of it so far, it looks really cool, actually. They're just working on the final touches and changes. There's always last minute things, kind of like in the beginning of our construction here. But what I've seen, it looks really good. It's going to be nice. It's going to have actually 9 one-bedroom apartments in it. It's going to be elevators going up. You're going to have rooftop pool, bar, lounge area, place just to relax for all the owners in the project. And what I've seen so far, it does look very nice. Reception on the ground floor, yeah, of course. What else am I forgetting?
It's elevated with parking.
Yeah.
Parking? Yeah, maybe you know the details better than me. I'll just listen.
So we've been working on a design that tries to maximize parking, because parking is always a challenge within Las Terrenas, and we're trying to be good developers and trying not to contribute to the problem and trying to help actually maybe help the problem. So we're putting in as many parking spaces as possible. The building's elevated, so there'll be parking underneath. The look and feel is really modern, funky. It's gonna have stunning 1-bedroom like loft style, sort of loft style apartments. Some of them will be taller, more of like a New York tall, but beautiful apartments, and I think they're gonna fly out the door.
2 elevators?
Yeah, 2 elevators, reception area. And then we'll also have an office building next to that.
Yeah. So just behind that street front, that is going to contain everything that Vincent just said, just behind the building on the right-hand side will be where our eventual offices will be for real estate and project planning, mortgage, property management, all of the commercial side of the businesses that we run. But the best part of all of it is that we had a number of different eyes on the design, because of course if one person designs it, you get one scope. If you get multiple people looking at it, it does make a difference. And I think one of the biggest changes that was beneficial is the raising of it with parking underneath. It does a secure type of situation. It gives guest parking. It has commercial parking for entities that are there. And off-street parking, which is always, if you have off-street parking, it's a huge benefit. It's cold, yeah, it's very much. And of course, and they'll be covered, so in terms of sun damage and whatnot for cars. So that's a good thing. Of course, naturally, we're going to have our repair maintenance department in there, our laundry division, other features that are back-end features for the project overall. They'll be there. And yeah. Let's see, what else have we been working on? So I guess that covers a lot for now. I'm trying to think of what it is right now.
I think the important thing is that we finalized the designs, we finalized the contribution to the community, and also a long-term impact for maintenance costs for our investors. And we have equipment that has been delayed and delayed and delayed for parts
It's
production.
always the way. When you're right there ready, there's always, oh wait, one more day.
Yeah.
Next week. Yeah. But
Yeah.
we're right there.
Yeah. So the equipment's ready for delivery this week. So we're actually ready to begin now. We expected the equipment some time back, but it's actually ready. We saw it with our own eyes.
Yep.
So in the end of the day, all three of us want to continue to bring the best value we can bring for you. In terms of the timeframes and the contract that we are building for you, we still are committed to the timeframes that we've put into our contract, so you can be rest assured that we will deliver what we say we're going to deliver. But of course, now we're delivering more in terms of the value between Confiture and that process, the commercial building with all the extras in there. So we'll have a common pool, as we mentioned, 2 elevators, which we didn't plan for, but now these are part of the benefits of your resale value. And I think for those in phase 1 and 2 that have purchased the remaining units that we have available, I just want to remind you, each of you know what you paid for your villa. And the villas that are remaining, we are selling those now at $350,000 and more, depending on what's left to sell. So think about
You're already making money.
Think about your commitment, think about what you paid, and think about the timeline, and we'll be here to deliver.
Yeah.
Okay? So we'll commit to, of course, more information videos as they come up. And as soon as we start the first digging in the ground, be assured we will be there with drone and video and everything else. We'll do some kind of Facebook Live or something.
Very soon.
So thank you very much from all three of us.
Yep. Thank you.
And any questions, you can always text us, and we're here to help. Okay? Thanks a lot.